mom's really into gardening, so I'm really into gardening with her. So I thought it would be fun. So I'm just gonna go grab my laptop and we'll get started. Okay guys, I was intending on doing 75, but we have 53. So I'm still gonna call this 50 facts about gardening, just 3 bonus facts. So I'm gonna read off of my laptop. So if I'm not looking at you, don't take offense. I just didn't memorize all the plant facts. So let's just get started. Fact number 1. A sunflower is not just one flower. Both the fuzzy brown center and the classic yellow petals are actually 1,000 to 2,000 individual flowers held together on a single stalk. Fact number 2. There are more microorganisms in 1 teaspoon of soil than there are people on Earth. Number 3. Plants really do respond to sound. Talking to plants to help them grow is a well-known old gardener's tale. But studies have shown vibrations like music or perhaps even the sweet sound of your voice can affect plant growth. Number 4. The earliest gardens were strictly practical and were used to grow food and medicinal herbs. Around 1500 BC in Egypt, the first decorative gardens appeared. I love a good garden. A good decorative garden. Count me in, sign me up. I'll be there, no questions asked. Sunscreen in hand. Okay. Number 5. Fact number 5. Butterflies might be more attracted to your weeds than your flowers. Colorful blooms aren't the chief reason these insects love your garden. It's more about the fragrance and nectar. According to the Smithsonian Institute, new cultivars of popular flowers have been bred for enhanced color and size, but have often lost their fragrance in the process. So everyday weeds like dandelions and clovers might actually be the most appealing things in your yard to butterflies. Unless they're cabbages. Cabbage butterflies are the worst. Number 6. Plants can drown if there's no air in the soil. Number 7. Pineapples are the only edible fruit from the bromelade family. I think it's bromelade. It's Bromelade. Bromelide. It sounds good to me, so we're just gonna go with it. Number 8. Fact number 8. Some of your favorite fruits are actually in the rose family. Apples, peaches, pears, cherries, raspberries, strawberries, and more are rosaceae. It's Rosaceae. It's Greek or Latin or something. I'm the worst. And that makes them relatives to the long-stemmed rose. Number 9. A wishbone flower is real. Torania, a shade-loving annual, is called the wishbone flower. Look for teeny wishbone-shaped stamens inside the purple, blue, or burgundy petals. Number 10. The world's tallest growing tree is the coast redwood or the Sequoia supervirens. easily after heavy rain because the water drains away thanks to all the wormholes. Number 13. What is the fastest growing woody plant in the world? Bamboo, of course. It can grow 35 inches in a single day. Number 14. According to Sir Francis Bacon, gardens are the purest of human pleasures. Francis Bacon. I love Sir Francis Bacon. He has some very interesting quotes. Number 15. Photosynthesis is a chemical process that takes place in a leaf's cells. Sunlight mixes with water, soil nutrients, and carbon dioxide to make food for the plant. Number 16. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence that grapes were grown to make wine about 8,000 years ago in Mesopotamia. Although the ancient Egyptians were the first to record the process of making wine about 5,000 years ago. The Mesopotamians didn't really love to leave, too much evidence. They're a little coy. Number 17. During the 1600s, tulips were so valuable in Holland that their bulbs were worth more than the gold. The craze was called tulipomania or tulipomania and caused the crash of the Dutch economy. Tulips can continue to grow as much as an inch per day after being cut. I think I read somewhere else, and I didn't add this in, that the tulipomania happened because different colors of tulips suddenly started growing, or something along those lines, new colors came to be, and so they were suddenly so much more valuable and expensive. That makes sense. Anyway, number 18. Gardening can be considered both an art, arranging plants harmoniously, and a science, applying the principles and techniques of cultivation. Number 19. What do vanilla and corn have in common? Vanilla flavoring comes from the pod of an orchid or Vanilla planifolia. Though the pods are called vanilla beans, they're more closely related to corn than green beans. That's silly. I don't know why I added that. Obviously, they're closer to a corn than a green bean. Number 20. Angiosperm is the scientific name for flowering plants and refers to the seeds being born in capsules of fruits. Non-flowering plants, pine, spruce, firs, junipers, larches, cycads, and ginkgos are called gymnosperms. Number 21. The word pineapple comes from European explorers who thought the fruit combined the look of a pine cone with flesh like that of an apple. Number 22. From a botanical standpoint, avocados and pumpkins are fruits, not vegetables, because they bear the plant's seeds. Rhubarb, on the other hand, is a vegetable. Number 23. You can graft peach branches onto a nectarine tree or nectarine branches onto a peach tree, so you have both types of fruit on the same tree. Number 19. All parts of the oleander, or the Nerium oleander, a beautiful Mediterranean native flowering shrub, are poisonous. Ingesting oleander leaves can cause gastrointestinal, cardiac, and central nervous system problems, and possible death. Number 30. The average strawberry has 200 seeds. It's the only fruit that bears its seeds on the outside. Number 31. The beloved snapdragon flower resembles a dragon, and if you squeeze the sides, the dragon's mouth will appear to open and close. Open and close. Number 32. Sulfuric compounds are to blame for cut onions bringing tears to your eyes. According to the new National Onion Association, chilling the onion and cutting the root end last reduces the problem. I don't overly struggle with onions making my eyes water, and I don't really know why, because everything makes me cry. Anyway, number 33. The iris flower is named after the Greek goddess Iris, who carries messages of love from heaven to earth, using a rainbow as her bridge. Irises are named after her because they bloom in just about all the colors of the rainbow. personally like tomatoes, but I thought people preferred them like not too sweet, not too sour. I guess it depends probably on the person. Don't mind me. Number 45. The word peach is from the Latin malum periscum, which literally means Persian apple. For some reason, it just makes sense to me that a peach is a Persian apple. It adds up. Number 46. Nearly 1,000 jasmine flowers and a dozen roses go into a single bottle of Chanel number 5. That's crazy. Number 47. Watermelons are actually vegetables and are related to squash, cucumbers, and pumpkins. Number 48. Famous literary works that center their plots in gardens include The Secret Garden, The Dark Materials Trilogy, Tom's Midnight Garden, The Selfish Giant, Romeo and Juliet, The Merchant's Tale, and Canterbury Tales, La Roman de la Rose, Rebecca, The Door on the Wall, and the Book of Genesis in the Bible. Number 49. The name of the flower heliotrope is from the ancient Greek, helios meaning sun, helios meaning sun, and trapos meaning turning to go into, because its leaves and flowers turn toward the sun. Number 50. The name chrysanthemum. I can never speak. I never have these issues until I sit down to film. The name chrysanthemum derives from the Greek words chryso meaning gold and anthos meaning flower. Garlands served